Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Miami Hurricanes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Fields it just outside the goal line. Oh, and he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Yes, all the way to the house. Touchdown. That is an unforgettable moment for that kick return. A touchdown in a playoff game.
Great blocking to set this return up, and of course you can see his natural instincts as a runner. Once he got through that initial surge from the coverage unit, nobody's going to stop him from scoring.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Carr. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So Miami's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Let's check out the impact players in this game here. Guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. And they're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coach has told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense, is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Offense comes up on 1st down now. They get new life thanks to the defensive holding penalty on 3rd down. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Carr. He'll earn the 1st down, but paid for it with a hard hit.
Well, a nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. For our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Setting the back in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressure is coming. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision.
The pass rush gets home.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
We'll see what he can do with the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. So North Texas's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And all eyes, Kirk, in this matchup of elite wide receivers. They got great skill. They got big personalities. You know they want to outdo each other in this showdown today.
Well, it's a showcase opportunity for both of these two wide receivers. A lot of eyes on them, not only in college football, but I remember the last time, Chris, we were on the field pregame and saw so many NFL personnel evaluating these two to see who ends up stepping up and playing better.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, North Texas. On the set.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Carpenter. Off target and incomplete. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time. Punt team ready to boot it away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. They'll hand it off. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Must convert here on third down to avoid back-to-back punts to start this game. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And there's the handoff. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking for his back. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Getting set. Here's second down. Hand off to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. And he's brought down there. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Incomplete, a huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail them out a bit here.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Second down play coming up. Movement here from the tight end. Throwing off play action. He cannot escape. It's a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. A booming kick. It's good from 59 yards away. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Grab behind the line. It's Hill. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, I kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain. Getting closer to midfield now.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Now it's second down here. To throw, it's Carpenter. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. And it's North Texas on top so far, Kirk. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
And his defense is doing a really good job here. They're giving up some completions, but the important thing is they're making tackles and keeping this offense out of the end zone. Force him to be able to execute to get this touchdown.
Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, North Texas.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on first and goal. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a first and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration and come up with a tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Carpenter. On the move now, looking for 6. And he's got it! Touchdown, North Texas! So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Offense moving to a bunch formation. He'll hand it off.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They lose 3 in that place, and now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Bringing pressure. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's the 3rd sack now, and we're not even to halftime. The offense is losing. They're getting whipped up front at the line of scrimmage. The offensive coordinator better make some adjustments, or this thing could snowball.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Trapped again in the pocket.
You better be careful with your backup quarterback. You got to protect him better. They've already lost the starting quarterback. They cannot afford another injury.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And here's the return now from midfield. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. North Texas's offense is back out there now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
Timeout, North Texas.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for touchdown himself.
No problem on the extra point, and the lead is 21-3 now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Golden. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll throw it now. And it's caught off the deflection. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
That quarterback put a little bit more on that football. I thought it was going to get in there, but give credit to the defense for getting a hand on the ball. But the presence of mind by the offense.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. And the defense comes up with the football.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Looking downfield, it's Carpenter. Throws to the tight end. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Heck of a job here by this defense in defending this big tight end on this route. Had him covered kind of inside and outside no matter which way he went. They had a defender ready to knock that ball away.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Fires it to the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Oh, and great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Over the middle, it's Carr. They bring him down after a short gain there.
I thought the defense was in pretty good position there. They sat back and had good coverage, eyes on the quarterback, but you almost got to just give the quarterback and the receiver credit for being able to come up with that completion.
Quick throw to his receiver. Grab down the middle. It's Johnson. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. Oh, my gosh. Just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They've had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. The receiver grabs it. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. The Hurricanes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here trying to cut into this lead before halftime. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush closing in. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
The offense has got to do a better job of taking care of this quarterback. Remember, their starter is already out of the game. The backup cannot afford to take too many more hits.
And that one's straight down the middle.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
21, Miami, 6.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the mean green offense is back on the field now. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and sack him. Will be tackled inside the 10.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Timeout is called a duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Now they're running on the toss. Past the 25. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a 1st down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a first half of football. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Gilbert. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down. So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. He's back to throw again on second down. Wide open downfield. They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. Canes looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Swarm to the pass rush, a sack.
Oh, man. The offense has got to be careful. They cannot take any more losses because they've already lost their starting quarterback, and now the backup takes a big hit on the sack.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. There's no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up. The Hurricanes will have to kick it away. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the punt heads out of bounds. They'll spot this ball about the 30. Here comes the North Texas offense back on the field. They're going to run it here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. Here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. And their route is on.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Gilbert. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The pass rush gets home.
Well, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another third down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game. They cannot stay on schedule offensively, making it very easy for the defense to get after the quarterback when you know he's in a must-throw situation.
Pulls it in. It's caught. The reception nets about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. The Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he's on for his fifth punt of the day now. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. Texas's offense is back out there now. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. To throw, it's Carpenter. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Screen to the receiver in the flat.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The catch makes it a more manageable 3rd down. And they hand it off to the back. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Quick pass, the catch is made.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
That's a nice play. It'll set him up 1st down now at the 12.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
6th play of the drive coming up. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
It's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Moves out of the pocket. And he throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Scanning the field, it's Carpenter. He's got it, looking for the end zone. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. Now comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Bringing it out, it's Carr. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Defense is coming after him. Makes the catch near the sideline. Keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a 1st down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Running with purpose. The ball is loose. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Mean Green offense is back on the field now. The last possession, they settled for a field goal, but really worked on the clock. Let's see if they can do that again with the lead. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
This defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
And it's a wildcat look here as they try to convert on 3rd down. And it's a direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that wildcat look does produce a 1st down.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Handoff in a single back formation. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Gonna run it. It's Hill. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
And it's North Texas on top so far, Kirk. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive with the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Can he make it to the marker? 2nd after their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the 1st down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the 1st down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. One down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
3rd and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. QB to the tight end for a completion. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. He hands it off from the gun. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. On the run, it's Savage. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
It's a quick grab. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Pass caught, second down now. Looking for a man. On the move now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The defenders are starting to come back for seconds now. That's the second sack of the game for this guy. And the bigger story is the effort of his defense. Even when the result has already been decided for some time now, they're not slowing down or taking it easy.
Breaks free. Breaks into the clear. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And the Canes will line up on 1st and 10.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
The Hurricanes looking to keep this drive rolling. Handoff from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, we've seen backs have bad days before, but this is about as bad as it gets. This guy can't get positive yards. It's a combination of not using his vision, the offensive line not opening up any holes, and this offense as a whole is struggling, and that's why they're losing this game.
Power got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short gain. Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And the sophomore, a little bit too much hair into that throw. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. The offensive coordinator begins this drive with excellent field position. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. An important third down attempt for this offense. Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.